Day 11 after my breast cancer diagnosis. Let's get into it. Today, I was reminded that there are some people who don't give a damn what you're going through, what you got going on, what your diagnosis is, or that you are fighting for your life to stay happy and positive. Shout out the self absorbed people in this chat. I have a contentious relationship with a certain person in my life, and I have avoided them for a very long time because I just, yeah, that energy, that energy. It's one of these situations though where I can't avoid them for the rest of my life because they are well known to me, to my family, to my friends. So it's one of these things where I have to be around them at given points in time. And now that I have been diagnosed with my situation, they are part of that. They're a part of that. And it was just interesting for me today because you would think that whatever long-standing beef that I've had with someone, in the face of everything, it can be forgiven or removed or ignored or put to the side. And that's what I chose to do when I was involved in a certain conversation with this person. I literally made a joke, right? I said, in lieu of my impending death, I can squash this beef. And of course, I'm not saying that you're right. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm just saying that I got bigger fish to fry. And this person, in my opinion, could have taken that and just ran with it. But no, no, they had to remind me why I don't mess with this person. I say all that to say this: there are self absorbed people in this world. They don't care what you're going through. Once it's about them, it will continue to be about them. But guess what? You don't have to play this game with them, okay? When the person said what they said, I had an option. I had the option to go back and get into it with them or remind them, hey, got a breast cancer situation going on here. I'm not really trying to get involved in all that negativity. I could have, made another jab at them. But you know what I decided to do? Do you know what I did? I ignored them. I ignored them for my peace. Because whatever they got going on, they got going on. But they need me to engage with them to keep that going on. And I don't have a desire to. You know why? Because my energy needs to be conserved for this thing I got going on. Right? I got testing to do. I have a surgery coming up, possible radiation, possible lifestyle changes, a lot of things going on. And I just don't have the energy for this. So when they made their snarky comment, I choose to ignore it and just keep the conversation moving with the other people that are involved. Because at the end of the day, I'm not losing my life for some beef. People will try you in life. You don't have to have a breast cancer diagnosis to say no to the insanity, to say no to self absorbed people. You can just choose to walk away. And that is my thought and my understanding today out of this whole journey. I get to choose where I invest my energy. I get to choose how I show up and what I react and respond to. And you know what? It doesn't have to always be their way. You can just choose to say no. Today, as we end this little vlog, I want to shout out a streamer that I met on the Meet Me app. This was actually a really funny surprise. I was just going through the app, meeting new people, and I happened across someone that just as soon as I came into her live, she said, Uma, you're a badass. I've been following your journey on Streamers TMZ, and you got this. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. We are cheering you on. So I have two shout outs today. One to that streamer. Thank you so much for following my journey and giving me the shout out. I really, truly appreciate it. And two, I want to shout out Streamers TMZ. It is this page on Instagram that documents stories about streamers on these popular apps. And without uh, my not, I don't want to say without my consent. Let me redo that. Without my knowing, they were posting my vlog journey about my breast cancer, um, journey. And I just thought that was really sweet that they were using their platform to talk about my journey. So shout out to Streamers TMZ. Thank you for doing that. It actually is working. People have been following my journey, people I don't know, and they really appreciate what I'm doing. So, that's just a positive use of social media. So, shout out to you guys, shout out to the streamer, and shout out to everyone who's been giving me great feedback and, dropping comments on my social media. I truly, truly appreciate it. I will continue to post, you guys.